Hello, 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 beautiful people. Tia here with a word sponsored by the Lord. Today I'm talking about fruits. That's right, fruits. The fruits of the Spirit. And what did Jesus say? You can tell a man by his fruits. The fruits of the Spirit are: you have faithfulness, you have goodness, you have joy, gentleness, self-control, peace, love, patience, and kindness. The words will be different in each translation. Now, as a mere human being, we do have moments of anger or moments of lacking self-discipline. We have moments, but when you're constantly a certain way, that is the opposite of these fruits. When you're constantly impatient, when someone asks, so describe Tia, if they were like, oh, Tia lacks discipline, Tia unkind. Those are the fruits that I bear, not what I think I'm bearing. So you have to make it a conscious decision to make that a part of your personality, whether you like it or not. And it can be hard because, again, we live in this world where you're tested and you meet a variety of people through this walk of life, and they can provoke certain sides of you that you're not supposed to relish in. Before I gave my life to Christ, I really used to, laugh at the WWJD. Like, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? I just always thought it was like a funny little catchphrase. And now that I'm in my life with Christ and fully walking and fully aware, WWJD is like my mantra. It's the only thing that I ask myself all day, because what would Tia do is the complete opposite, and what would Tia do doesn't matter, because once I gave my life to Christ, I died and I became a new creature, right? So these fruits is what I should be bearing. My garden should be full of these fruits, and there are moments and seasons where I might lack one more than the other, but I'm always supposed to be multiplying these fruits. I'm always supposed to be producing these fruits. And we just need to remind ourselves that we do have moments, we do have setbacks, we do have days, but our overall character, our overall way of being needs to be of that. When people ask about you, if people were to write a bio about you, they should be describing these fruits. And it takes a lot of work, but God doesn't want us to do things on our own strength. He doesn't want us to do things alone. And you have to ask God, I have struggled with being impatient my whole life. Please help me to be more of a patient person. But you have to understand, with God gives us anything that we ask for. With asking for such a thing, how could you conquer being patient if He doesn't give you scenarios where you have to practice it? Right? And that's where it becomes, you have to be paying attention to, okay, this is my moment to bear such fruits. This is my moment to represent Christ properly, to make God proud and happy. And depending on the scenario, it could be a hard pill to swallow. There's moments when I started to walk with Christ where people would like test me in a way where it's like, okay, so what's up? And I couldn't do that. I can't do that. And God will take over and override you and just have you smiling in people's faces and saying, well, God bless you. I'm so sorry for whatever you're going through, but God bless you. So be patient with yourself along the process as well, and know that if it's something that you actually want to obtain, if you want to have a beautiful garden filled with nothing but Christ-like fruits, it's possible. Be patient with yourself, because God is going to allow you to rise to the occasion. And when you bear these fruits, it just, like I said, it becomes a part of your character, a part of your personality, where you don't know anything else but that. You don't have any other response. You don't have the initial reaction to try to fight your own battles, because you know that the Lord will fight your battles. And as long as you keep your heart posture towards him, as long as you continue to be Christ-like, as long as you continue to remember who you are as a daughter of God, as a son of God, remember who you're representing, remember the inheritance that comes with being such a child. It becomes easy. It becomes a part of you. It's ingrained in you. It's now second nature, right? So, like I said, be patient with yourself, have grace with yourself, and know that whatever you ask for, God will help you with. So if you want to be an individual who bears nothing but Christ-like fruit, who when people see you or think about you or talk about you, they think about Christ. They think about how great and glorious God is, and how faithful God is, and how kind God is, and how loving God is, because we are not who we are off of our own way. I'm not miraculous because Tia's miraculous. I'm miraculous because my God is miraculous. I'm not beautiful because Tia's beautiful. God made me this way, but it's because he's beautiful, because his design is beautiful, because his creation is beautiful. So just know that it's possible to obtain. And if you're in that space in your walk where you're like, oh my God, I reacted, or oh my God, don't worry. God loves you. God's still with you. There will be another test so you can get it right the next time. But make it a priority. Make it a priority to have an abundant garden filled with his fruits, to have a increasing garden, a multiplying garden. And in order to have a fruitful garden, an abundant garden, an ever-growing garden, a multiplying garden, so on and so forth, you have to guard it. You have to protect your heart. You have to protect your mind. You have to stay in your word. You have to continue to gain understanding, continue to gain knowledge, continue to strengthen yourself in all areas, in all of these areas. But remember what it's going to take to strengthen these areas. You want patience? Test your patience. You want kindness? Let's see how kind you really are. You want love? Let's see how loving you are. Because things aren't always how we would like them to be or see them to be. God might call you to love somebody or love on somebody or send love to someone who you would rather hate. But that's not of his fruits. So we can't do that, right? So we gotta then love our enemies. I know, right? Peace. Peace. You want peace. God might throw you in the most chaotic situation ever, where you then have to show, okay, I'm going to be the calm in the storm. I'm going to be the sound mind in the storm. I'm going to be the grounded one in the storm. With practice, with nurturing, with guarding, your garden will flourish. Your garden will bloom. Your garden will just new fruits. Who knows? Maybe you get new fruits will be popping out. God will be amazed. Oh, what's that? And that's all I have for you all today. Remember to guard your fruits, nurture your fruits, and be patient with the process. Be patient with the process. God just loves that you're trying. He knows you can never be Jesus. I hope you know you can never be Jesus. I know I can never. We can always aspire to be. But God knows you mere little humans. And he's just ecstatic that we get up every day and we try. We try. We try in his power. We try in his might. We try in his name. So, God bless you all. Have a glorious day. I hope this has resonated with one of you. And until next time, this is Tia with a word sponsored by the Lord.